Bryon, you have the fullest hooteries humanly possible, they said. I'm telling you, man, they love you. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Are you fucking serious, Bryon? I was fired and now this bullshit? You are ruining me!
Oh, shit. I didn't see you, Kristi. It's not what it looks like. It's just a protective vest. I swear.
What's up, y'all? I'm back with another quick video, and this time I wanted to get into this whole Kristi Noems situation. So Kristi Noems was removed from her role as Secretary of Homeland Security about a month or two ago, and according to Donald Trump, she was removed to become a member of his Shield of America group. Since then, she was visibly absent from the photo of the Shield. Let's check out this video from Fox News. Do you see Miss Kristi Noems anywhere? Is it just my eyes? Did I miss her? Do y'all see her in that video? No. She was missing because Trump's reason for firing her was complete bullshit. We all know she was removed for saying in her committee hearing that Trump was aware she was awarding a company she was affiliated with a contract of over $200 million to shoot an ad. Let's check out the ad, y'all.
Why do I love these wide open spaces? They remind me of why our forefathers came here. Not just for its beauty, but for the freedom only America provides. I'm Kristi Noems. From the cowboys who tamed the West, to the titans who built our cities, to the dreamers who chased the impossible, America has always rewarded vision and grit. Our greatness calls people to us for a chance to prosper, to live how they choose, to become part of something special. Anyone who searches for freedom can always find a home here, but that freedom's a precious thing, and we defend it vigorously. You cross the border illegally, we'll find you. Break our laws, we'll punish you. Harm American citizens, there will be consequences. But if you come here the right way, your American dream can be as big as these endless skies. From President Trump and me, welcome home.
I want y'all to keep in mind, Kristi Noems admitted in her committee hearing that the ad is not even running anymore. Noems bypassed the bidding process and awarded the contract to the husband of her spokesperson while at DHS, Tricia McLaughlin. Well, y'all, this week, Noems' husband, Bryon Noems, was outed as a crossdresser. Here's the photos from the Daily Mail. Let's check them out. According to the Daily Mail, the photos were obtained from a group chat that consisted of a number of women. The Daily Mail says they're in contact with 3 of the women from the group chat. Apparently, Bryon was acting out a bimbification fetish. I've never even heard of that. But I'm going to do some digging to see exactly what it is, and I'll come back and let y'all know. A spokesperson for Noems says the family was blindsided by this, and they are asking for privacy and prayers at this time. Now, why would we respect her privacy after the countless number of lives she's contributed to destroying over the last year? Now, we're going to blast y'all the same way she did when she showed up to CCOT doing that photo op of the immigrant inmates. Check out these photos, y'all. Trump says he feels badly for the family. He didn't know about the photos and was surprised the Noems family confirmed their authenticity. Now, it's a coincidence the Noems family is being exposed since her firing. The rumors of her cheating on her husband with her top advisor from DHS, Corey Lewandowski, is true. Could this be the reason why? The politicians claiming to be the most conservative is always living liberally in private. They not really like that, y'all. They just want to control the masses. They not really living the way they want us to live. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let's talk about it. But for now, I'm gone from it. Since we're talking DHS, let's get into some of the details about who's going to be replacing Miss Kristi Noems as the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security.
Like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office. because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution,
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond, Mr.
Hold it. If we can, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing.
Right, okay. So anyways, but it's Friday night. What's going on at the high school tonight? And he's here. So I appreciate that. I appreciate him being here. And then I have Lara here, who's a freshman. She's here because her boyfriend's not playing football because he's hurt. And I really don't like him anyway. Tell you what, he's a great kid, but he's dating my daughter, and I don't like him. I just can't. I told him, I said, if I ever see you kiss her in front of me, I'm dragging your face across the asphalt. And that's a true story. I told him that. And he's a good kid, and he's big, so you better do it now. So I don't know if I'm able to do it much longer. But she appreciate her being here too. And then I moved back to town, but was going to a different school. She would always have these boyfriends, and they just weren't good enough for her. But in 8th grade, I actually knew I was going to marry her. She didn't know this. I kept that to myself. And so she would get these boyfriends, and I would refuse to have, I dated, but I wouldn't have a girlfriend because it would distract me from wrestling. So my idea is that as soon as I signed my letter of intent, I'm going to go out with Kristi, and we're going to be together. But because I achieved what I was going to achieve, right? I got the scholarship. I was very focused. Yeah, I didn't share this with her. And so she would get a boyfriend, and I would go hang out. And she would say, you need to leave. And I was like, no, he can. And then if he wouldn't leave, and they would get too serious, I'd tell him to leave. And if he would laugh, I'd say, I'm not kidding. And I got saved when I was 20, so please bear with me. True story. I never drank, but I love to fight. And so I would simply tell them if they didn't, I was going to place them in their car themselves. And if they chose to find out, I would place them in their car themselves. And so, yeah, so anyways, when she says I eliminated all the options, I really did.
Hey, Mark Wayne's like, by the time folks.
Now, you take Lara, for instance, when she was a girl, trying to spank her tail was like a 4-minute ordeal because she's like, no, Daddy, no, Daddy, no, Daddy, no. I'm sorry, Daddy, I'm sorry, Daddy. And then she'd get madder and madder, and she just couldn't bring herself to even bend over for me to be able to bust her butt. And I was like, honey, you got like 2 seconds, or you're going to get 2 instead of 1.
Hey, this man is nuts. But last week, Senator Markway Mullins was confirmed and sworn in as the new Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. Markway has been a junior U.S. Senator for the last 3 years representing Kentucky. The vote was 54 to 45. Democratic Senators John Fetterman of Pennsylvania and Martin Heinrich of New Mexico voted in his favor, while Rand Paul was the only Republican to vote against him. While no one really can make sense of why the Democratic senators voted for him, we certainly know why Rand Paul voted against him. Let's check out this video from the Senate hearing, y'all.
I think before I can start my opening statement, I have to address the remarks that the chairman made, calling me a liar. Sir, I think everybody in this room knows that I'm very blunt and direct to the point, and if I have something to say, I'll say it directly to your face. If you recall, back in my House days, we actually did have this conversation because of the remarks that I made. You were in a room. I simply addressed that I said I could understand because of the behavior you were having, that I could understand why the neighbor did what he did. As far as my terms of the snake in the grass, sir, I work around this room to try to fix problems. I've worked with many people in this room. Seems like you fight Republicans more than you work with us. I did address those remarks. I did explain your gimmicks by the amendment you put forth. And as far as me saying that I invoke violence, I don't. I don't think anybody should be hit by surprise. I don't like that. But if I do have something to say, everybody in this room knows I'll come straight to you. I'll say it publicly and I'll say it privately, but I'll never say it behind your back. So for you to say, I'm a liar, sir, that's not accurate. And I got proof to say that because you have spent millions of dollars in my campaigns against me because we just don't get along. However, sir, that doesn't keep me at all from doing my job. I can have different opinions with everybody in this room, but as Secretary of Homeland, I'll be protecting everybody, including Kentucky, as much as I will my own backyard in Oklahoma. It's bigger than the partisan bickering that we have. It's bigger than the political differences we have. The truth is, I have a job to do, and I don't like to fail at anything, at all. So I can set it aside if you're willing to set it aside. Let me earn your respect. Let me earn the job. I won't fail you. I won't back down from a challenge. And I'll also admit when I'm wrong. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I make mistakes just like anybody else. But mistakes, if you own them, you can learn from them and you can move ahead. And I'll make that commitment to you.
Incident Rand Paul is referring to is when Paul's neighbor attacked him over trash in his own yard. Paul's neighbor, Renee Boucher, said he had had enough of Senator Paul stacking bushes in his own yard. Boucher ran into Paul's property and tackled him, sending him flying 10 feet in the air. It was so bad, the senator had to go to the hospital where he was treated for several broken bones. Boucher was charged with assaulting a Congress member. He was sentenced to 30 days in prison, required to complete 100 hours of community service, and pay a $10,000 fine, as well as an additional $580,000 in compensatory damages to Senator Rand Paul for his civil case. So yes, it looks like our new Secretary of Homeland Security is going to be Markway Mullins, and his first order of business was to execute Trump's executive order to make sure the TSA agents at the airports get paid. Here's Trump's message. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys to read it at your leisure when you get time. So let's drop down in the comments and talk about it, y'all. But for now, I'm gone from it all.